Welcome everyone to Plant Profits at MJ BizCon 2022 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Day number 2. I am Vern Davis. I am your host. And my guest today, really excited to introduce everyone to Mr. Sam Peterson. Sam Peterson is the Chief Technical Officer for Metrc. Now, Sam, welcome to Plant Profits. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me, Vern. Really excited to be on.
Absolutely, man. So it's a lot of good stuff for you. Is this your first MJ BizCon?
Yes,
That's right. Now, why is it your first?
It's my first because I started at Metrc 3 weeks ago. So very new to the job, new to the cannabis industry, but really excited.
Oh, that's great. Now, man, they call Metrc the backbone to the U.S. cannabis business, right?
Absolutely.
So what does that mean to you? Because I'm sure during the recruitment process you heard that, right? I would be telling you that. So just tell me, what does that mean to you?
It really, and part of what's exciting about the role, Vern, is Metrc really is the platform that's helping enable the legalization, and really, very interesting is not only do the states use it, and we definitely are focused on the states and tools we can build for them to regulate, but also if you look at the platform and now our APIs, it's really turned into that platform for integrators and other industry partners to build technology on top of the Metrc platform. It's exciting.
Wow, that is exciting. But what makes it different than other seed-to-sale technology?
I do think it really is the adoption of the platform. I think when you look at all the point of sale systems out there and how they've integrated with Metrc, if you look at how kind of bleeding cutting edge RFID is, very interesting in that space, what we're able to do.
Talk about that, RFID. Let people know what that's all about.
I mean, it's nothing new, but I mean, what's exciting about for cannabis is you start looking at other supply chains and tracking and optimizing supply chains. They're just now starting to introduce RFID. What's exciting for cannabis is it's already been out there. It's already been introduced. Right. And now cannabis, we can really be the front of how do we build more efficient, better supply chains using RFID. You just think about, all the lack of loss you can have now and all the additional data you can handle as you start picking up more data around temperature and humidity along the journey of a plant to the end user. It's really exciting.
That is very exciting. And you said something early already in this conversation that I want to bounce back to and really dive into. And you said it's key to legalization. Explain that to us, how that works.
Yeah, so I think where Metrc comes in is, and I kind of view it as in two things. One, it's, for cannabis, what's exciting is they're at the front of safety. I mean, a big part of the states, tracking from seed to sale knows you can track back to where it was grown, how it was grown, and if there are ever any issues, Metrc for the states, very easy to, find any safety issues, which is, not common if you look at other agriculture and ways they end up, to consumers. The other side of it is for regulators and tracking this, definitely is, tracking better and better, those who are growing it and distributing it legally. And really they are the platform to do that for the states. So just a very, very interesting company and a very key spot that just helps the cannabis market.
Yeah, it's real important in the transparency that it creates. From the plant in the field to the seed to the consumer is critical because it provides understanding right through the process. You guys have over 300,000 users. Who are the users?
It's the states. I mean, while we're focused on the state and how we can help them regulate this business, are definitely a very small amount. I mean, you have, your users on top of that is all of the cultivators, all the manufacturers, the distributors, the dispensaries.
So you have the states who regulate the plant, and you have everyone else on the other side who cultivate, grow, produce, retail it, sell it, consume it. They also use it.
They're all using the platform, yes.
That's great. How many states Because if you're state, you only need one platform, right?
Correct.
That's
Yes.
that's a great thing. If you're winning, that's a nice thing.
It is.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we now have 23 states in the
Okay.
U.S.
You did you grow in Missouri or Maryland and the in the midterm elections we had two states
Yep.
did you get some of that business?
We did. We actually, I think both those states are already signed up to use Metrc.
You guys, and they're doing all this work and you just got there.
Yes. Yeah. It's definitely exciting.
Why did you choose? Why did you choose Metrc as your way to enter into cannabis?
I mean, it was really, like anything, I was out, looking for new opportunities in my career.
Right.
I met Jeff Wells, who's the founder, and Michael Johnson, and really just two great gentlemen that I was excited to work with.
Okay.
And then my next one is, RFID and IoT, for a techie. That's an exciting
That's a
space to
sweet
be
thing,
in.
right? Yeah.
And then you look at, the cannabis industry and how it's just exploding. You know, you kind of pair, great team, interesting technology with an emerging market.
Yeah.
It's tough to say no to.
Yeah, that is interesting. During the recruitment process in the first 3 weeks on the job, what have you noticed about the culture of Metrc?
The culture at Metrc, what I love is, they've been around for 10 years and slowly built this and worked with states and built up their businesses. They're just a group who gets it done. These guys are scrappy and they figure it out.
Yeah.
And just it's great seeing their service mindset, and how much they're dedicated to helping the states with this. And now, why I'm excited is now really a lot of our next phase of our growth is how do we provide that same level of service to the states now to the industry?
Yeah.
Because we really feel like the industry is also our customer base.
Of course.
And we need to really push on how we can develop new products for the industry as well as provide excellent service for the industry.
Yeah. You came out of Overstock.com and some other kind of normal technology-based companies, right? Did you have a mental hurdle or a professional hurdle or some hurdle you had to get through to get into cannabis?
No, not to get into cannabis. I'd say what's different for me and exciting is we all like new challenges, is that this is really my first one where it is a platform. We're more trying to, still build out software and solutions, but at the same time, with the platform and the ability for integrators to integrate with the API, it very much is. That's where you're going to see the future of Metrc. It's going to be exciting to see how the platform evolves, how track and trace evolves. It's just, definitely interesting times.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I'm sure, you guys are pretty busy. You're probably bringing new talent in. I'm sure you have an idea of what that looks like. Tell me what the CTO does at Metrc.
So I'd say out of the gate, what the CTO at Metrc does is really manage our product teams.
Yeah.
Meaning our group of individuals who are deciding what do we build next, how are we going to innovate.
So it's thought and creation and ideation.
Yes, exactly. That aspect, and then the software development and the infrastructure side as well.
Okay.
So how do we take that innovation, create new software, and build out an infrastructure to power the cannabis industry?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, tell me about the as you bring people into this culture of getting things done, as you call it. How do you get, you're going to have some people that you're probably going to want to come on the team, and they're going to have some cannabis resistance. What would you say to that?
I think it's interesting, and even I, not necessarily familiar with the cannabis space,
right?
But I feel like everything Metrc's doing is about helping regulation and helping safety.
Okay.
So yes, there are some that are going to be opposed to being part of the cannabis industry, but when you look at what the company's doing, we're trying to help legality and help the safety. I feel like at least for me, that was a big part of why I was excited about the opportunity.
That is a great piece of understanding, because if people, you're going to have people who will initially say, not sure. They just don't know.
Yes.
And what you just provided there really gives you a foundation to have a more in-depth conversation about what that individual is really all about and how this could fit perfectly with what they're trying to get done in their own professional careers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So now, have you gone to work yet, or it's just been paperwork?
No. I mean, I went to work right away. I mean, the company's based in Lakeland, Florida,
Okay.
which, for those listening, is about an hour east of Tampa. Which is, by nature, it is very much a kind of agricultural community.
Yeah.
But it was really where it was founded, and so they've kept the headquarters there.
Yeah.
So yes, I've been going to the office. Mix of being in person there and working remote in Miami. But yeah, been extremely busy the last 3 weeks, but also having a great time.
Yeah. As you build and as Metrc continues to grow, I mean, half the country still gotta need you,
Yes.
right? Almost. And so, are you looking to build remote teams, or are you looking to put people in Lakeland? What are you doing?
A combination of both. I think
Okay.
we're definitely looking to bring in more resources, because we see build out really, how do we build that platform for the industry that we also feel good, that's going to scale
Okay.
for the coming years. But yeah, it'll be a mix of finding remote talent. Obviously, tech now, it's pretty difficult to get strong tech talent in the office every day. Now it is.
The COVID
since
hangover.
the COVID hangover is.
Absolutely.
Majority of technologists like the flexibility to work from home, or the hybrid of not driving an hour each way every day to go in the office. They like the hybrid models as well, to be able to go in the office a few days and work from home a few days.
And you're doing that.
Yes.
Even from Miami, you're finding ways to spend time in Lakeland.
Yes, absolutely. Finding ways to get there and being productive from home. I mean, technology is amazing now. All the ways we have to communicate and video call and meet with each other. So it's much easier to work remote than it probably was 10 years ago.
No, everybody's is saying for sure on that, right? Yes, on that. But it's great. Look, congratulations. Metrc is an exciting entity, and there is probably, most likely, and for sure, great reason to call it the backbone of the U.S. cannabis industry.
Yes, absolutely. And thanks, Vern, for having me on.
Oh, absolutely, man. You got to come back.
Of course.
Okay, that's
just
the deal.
Let me know when you need me
Okay,
back.
we got a revolving door.
Now that I found out you're in Delray, just let me know.
Absolutely.
I can drive up and we can have another session.
We can have another session right in person there. I absolutely love that. This is Vern Davis. I'm with Sam Peterson. He is the CTO of Metrc. And it's exciting what Metrc is doing. And I want to thank all of you for joining Plant Profits today. I'm your host, Vern Davis. Plant Profits is brought to you by Produce Global. And till next time, cheers.